Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Andy. Taking a moment to do a little tour of my new setup here at work. I've retired my black cabinet that you saw in the previous video, my toolbox tour, my 42-inch US General with the side cabinet and then that black tool cart. But I needed more room, I needed more organization, and this works out really well for me. We'll get to it here. So this is a side locker for pry bars, screwdrivers, and so on that you can get from Amazon. It's made by Sonix. Everyone sells them. You can get them anywhere except for in store, which sucks. But, you know, pretty easy to mount. I just punched a couple holes through the side of the tool cart here. But the reason I did this was not only to open up a drawer, but because I have a couple of long handle items in here. They don't fit in the top of the tool cart. It's not cut out deep enough. So I just throw air tools, air chuck, tire inflator, gauge, flashlights. Just get those up off the sides. We talked about all the tools in here, so I won't necessarily bore you with it, but I'm going to get two more of these, but I'm going to get the Harbor Freight ones. These are great, super strong. Like I'm trying to... I don't know if the Harbor Freight ones are going to be as good as the Snap-on one, but utilizing this to kind of clean up the rails in here. But yeah, we talked about all of this. My common stuff is Snap-on, just because if I'm using it all the time, I'm going to break it. This 21 has been rode hard and put away wet like any 21 should be. Giggity. But yeah, common stuff, flashlights. These are actually great lights, by the way. I haven't had any issues with them. I got two of them in here, so one can charge and I can use the other one, vice versa. 14.4 stuff. You get into the drawer, common ratchets and such. I wanted to have exclusively an electrical drawer because I just bought this voltmeter and I didn't want to get smashed up. Picks, small screwdrivers, common air tools. Air compressor just kicked on, but that was common, hand tools. And then you got the miscellaneous wrenches. Common stuff. Like I say, I want to have it accessible. I didn't need to put anything huge in here, but, having the SAE set in here, that's what I use commonly. Get down to the bottom here, and this is like, obviously hammers, air tools, my drill driver, ratcheting wrenches, but down below, rags, welding helmet, chemicals. But you get around the side, and I got the shelf. I just put that on. Oh, that would have hurt. Oh, wow, that does hurt. That shelf is huge, dude. But that's great to have because I like having it to where I can put magnet trays up here of parts if I'm breaking down an engine or something. You get around the back, and this is where I mixed things up a little bit, and I don't see anybody else doing this. I utilized one of the holes here and then just punched one through the back and put my can holder there. That way it got it off the side because I wanted to be able to put this here. I didn't want it mounted down on the bottom, and I was going to have the locker for the pry bars there. So put it back here, and when you shut it, the cans stick up a little bit. They don't do any damage to the box or anything, but magnet trays, gloves, very useful. Bungee cords, my Snap-on light, and so on, but like I say, you don't see a lot of guys using the US General toolboxes for heavy line stuff. It seems to be more Snap-on Epic or KRL stuff, so Matco, so on and so forth. But you see a lot of these carts, and I actually have the 56 Gen 3 coming of this paint scheme, and I'm pumped about that. So the 42-inch is going to be leaving here at work, and I'm going to sell that to offset what I spent on this stuff. But I've always liked the orange with the black, the Harley colors, so to speak. But I don't know, Chevy Novas and Chevy C10s look pretty sharp painted like that too. So maybe I just wanted to match my old truck. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that's what I'm up to. So when I get that 56 and get it organized, I'll make sure to do a video about it. So, all right, everyone, have yourself a good one. Later.